Today in Salt Lake City, a beloved community figure lost, a controversial documentary airing soon, and a bill that could change city streets forever. I'm Dean Bark. This is the City Report with Dean Bark in Salt Lake City. Let's get down to business. First up, a loss that's hit rural Utah hard. Margaret Oldroyd, an 86-year-old resident of Lyman, was shot and killed in her home on March 4th. Lyman is a small town in Wayne County, the quiet high desert stretch in south-central Utah. Neighbors knew her as the town's quiet guardian, the person who made sure someone had a ride, a meal, or simply the company they needed. 2 days later, on March 6th, someone tied a pink ribbon near her home in remembrance. A small gesture, a big void. By all accounts, Margaret's caring nature reached nearly everyone around her. The word legacy gets tossed around, but in this case, it fits. Her steady presence was part of the town's fabric. As we wait for more official details, here's the takeaway. One person's daily kindness can anchor an entire community. No room for sugarcoating here. That anchor is gone, and people feel it. Moving on, a new Netflix documentary lands April 8th, taking a hard look at an abusive polygamous prophet in Utah. Netflix builds this story around reporting from the Salt Lake Tribune, which is Utah's largest daily newspaper and a key player in local investigative journalism. The film examines how this leader operated and the damage inflicted on followers under his control. The standout here is the Tribune's reporting being featured prominently. That's the headline, because local journalism rarely gets this kind of national front and center. The goal is clear: shed light on abusive practices in certain polygamous communities and hold power to account. Brief opinion: this kind of exposure isn't just timely, it's necessary. And yes, your watch list just got heavier. Let's pivot to the next story, and it's a big one for city drivers. The Utah legislature has passed SB 242, a transportation bill that would give the Utah Department of Transportation permanent control over certain streets inside Salt Lake City. UDOT is the state agency that plans and maintains Utah's roads and highways. The bill's sponsor, Senator Wayne Harper, says the measure sets limits on the city's traffic calming projects and streamlines oversight. The bill is now on the desk of Governor Spencer Cox, awaiting his signature. Time to dig into the details. This isn't just paint and bollards. It reflects a deeper tug-of-war between state authority and local control over how neighborhoods function. If signed, UDOT's authority on select corridors would be permanent, which could curb city-led experiments that slow traffic, narrow lanes, or redirect flows. Brief opinion: this looks like overreach that risks sidelining local problem-solving for one-size-fits-all rules. Well, that's one way to look at it. Shifting gears, gas prices are on the move. Utah has seen a 16% jump, with regular fuel at $2.79 per gallon as of March 9th at the Costco in Bountiful. Bountiful is just north of Salt Lake in Davis County. The driver here is a war involving Iran, which is hitting global oil markets and nudging prices up across the board. Diesel is rising even faster, which matters because diesel runs freight and the trucks that stock your shelves. What to expect next? Higher transportation costs tend to ripple into higher prices for goods and services, from groceries to construction materials. In short, your wallet feels it before your dashboard does. Short opinion: take this as a nudge toward real alternatives and efficiency where we can. Let's not overcomplicate this. And now for something completely different. SkyWest Airlines may be bringing flights back to Moab, pending a final decision from the U.S. Department of Transportation, the federal agency that regulates air service. SkyWest is a regional airline, and the recommendation to award service there comes from Grand County officials. Moab, of course, is the Red Rock gateway to Arches and Canyonlands. The county's endorsement follows proposals, consultant reviews, and public input. If the U.S. Department of Transportation signs off, expect a boost for tourism and easier links for residents and businesses. Call it like it is: fewer 6-hour desert drives would be welcome. Measured opinion: restoring these flights would be a solid win for regional connectivity and the local economy. That's the story right there. And that's your report for today on the City Report with Dean Bark in Salt Lake City. Have a good one. We'll be back tomorrow with more of what matters right here.